I may not know the secret of life, but I do know great-tasting nuggets.
One can only ponder the universe, but one can certainly know one's nuggets.
Know your nuggets. You should know. Kentucky Fried Chicken makes chicken nuggets like no one else. With the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. They're so scrumptious. They're the only nuggets you know.
Confucius say nuggets of wisdom are never as tasty as these.
Know your nuggets. We do chicken right.
Nice lawn tractor, isn't it? Of course, my neighbor said to get a John Deere. They're built to last. They've got heavy-duty frames, heavy-duty engines, heavy-duty transmissions. But hey, I saved a bundle on this baby, and after all, that's the bottom line, huh? Not to worry. Once it starts, it runs like...
Nothing runs like a Deere.
Feel the difference. Soft shave. Feel the difference. Soft shave.
Still shaving your legs with ordinary soap and water or men's shave cream? Discover Soft Shave, a moisturizing shave lotion for women that leaves your legs soft and smooth. It contains aloe and a special blend of moisturizers to condition your legs every time you shave. Leaves them so soft and smooth, you can feel the difference.
Feel the difference. Soft shave.
This year, you'll apply your brakes over 50,000 times. And the more you stop, the more you'll need Midas. Because we back every brake repair we do with a nationwide guarantee on brake shoes and pads. If they should ever wear out, Midas will replace them free at over 1,400 locations for as long as you own your car. With such a good guarantee, why would you stop anyplace else?
Trust the Midas touch.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies continues following these messages.
On Santa Barbara, the case was closed, but Cruz knows better.
Don't take any chances.
Has he found Channing Jr.'s real killer?
Careful, Cruz.
This week.
Next week, Mark Takalo risks $54,000 for a chance to win over $100,000.
It's all or nothing for Mark Takalo next time on Sale of the Century.
This is NBC News Digest, sponsored by Slenderalls. Here is Emery King, NBC News.
Good evening. Soviet leader Gorbachev has accepted President Reagan's summit invitation and offered to freeze missile deployments in Europe until November. But the White House sees the offer as a Soviet move to freeze themselves an advantage. Don Porter reports on the status of missiles in Europe.
The medium-range SS-20 missile, deployed by the Soviet Union at the rate of one a month. The Pentagon counts 414 SS-20s now ready to launch. Most of the triple warhead missiles are aimed at Western Europe. In response, the NATO alliance is deploying modern Pershing II and ground-launched cruise missiles. So far, fewer than 200 missiles are on station in Western Europe. 572 missiles are to be deployed by 1988. In terms of numbers, the Reagan administration sees the Soviet offer as an offer to freeze while they are well ahead, both in warheads and missiles in Europe. And in the words of a White House spokesman, a freeze is not enough. Don Porter, NBC News, Washington.
Sudan's new military leader has ordered the arrests of former ministers of deposed President Jafar Numeri. The president of Iran, Ali Khamenei, told the visiting UN Secretary General there will be no peace with Iraq while the present regime remains. Now this.
I love chocolate cookies and chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream with chocolate sauce and chocolate chips. But I don't love tummy bulges, so I wear Slenderalls, pantyhose, and control top panties all in one.
Artificial heart recipient William Schrader spent his first full day of life outside a hospital in 133 days. A 4-mile wall of flames destroyed 52,000 acres of woodlands in North Carolina and forced hundreds of families to flee for their lives. And rock music hit China today. The British rock group Wham sang to a packed house of 10,000 Chinese, some of whom were able to remain calm in their enjoyment. I'm Emery King in Washington. More news later on this NBC station.
Hello.
What are you thinking about?
My work. I'm a very serious person, as opposed to some
people you know.
I've been to California. I remember when it was yesterday, so I'll have to go again.
We got the pictures back.
Oh, yeah?
One little problem.
What's that?
We're both going on a diet.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Yep. going back? It's been ages.
Oh, it's been 2 weeks.
That's 2 ages.
I've been to California. I'll never be the same. Another day, another California.
Call for a free pocket guide to all the Californias.
A dazzling display of spring fashions tomorrow at 3 on Donahue.
We continue with Florence Nightingale, starring Jacqueline Smith, Timothy Dalton, Claire Bloom, and Jeremy Brett.
One of the world's best drivers talks about Ford quality.
Believe it or not, I'm actually riding on air. Forget about steel springs. This Continental rides on 4 columns of air. No other luxury car in the world, at any price, has suspension this sophisticated. You ought to feel this ride.
But you don't have to drive a luxury car to give your family a smooth ride. We designed 4-wheel, fully independent suspension into this Ford Tempo. See how each wheel reacts to bumps separately? You ought to feel this ride. Whether it's a luxury Continental or this Ford Tempo, we're building quality you can feel into all our suspension systems.
And I think you're going to like that feeling.
Ford, you'll feel the quality, because quality is job one.
Very soon, some of you will notice a change in Doritos. Doritos, now with more nacho cheese flavor than ever. Definitely.
I take care of my body, my skin, too, with Skin Bracer Aftershave. It cools and smooths skin, tightens pores. That's the tingle. Skin Bracer skin care that feels good.
Takes care of men who take care of their skin. Skin Bracer Aftershave.
By Mennen.
Staying in shape gives me an edge. So does Speed Stick deodorant. It's the wide stick. Gives you man-sized odor protection all day. In just a few strokes. The wide stick gives you the edge.
Speed Stick deodorant.
By Mennen.
Thursday on The Cosby Show, Denise's new boyfriend brings out the animal in Cos.
He's an intelligent kid.
He's an arrogant Twilight Zone. The Cosby Show. Then on Family Ties, Dad wants Alex in the family business, but Alex wants out.
Daddy is a thoughtful, sensitive, caring man. I can pick up some bad habits from him. Thursday.
Monday's an all-new Bloopers with the brand-new Beaver, and Jerry Mathers is still breaking them up. Then an Olympic-sized practical joke on gymnast Kathy Rigby. Monday.
Ray, it's over. We're finished with Geritol.
Nancy, you've always depended on Geritol.
I've just discovered something new and better. See? With more vitamins and minerals than any leading brand.
29?
And more vitamins at 100% of the recommended daily allowance.
But you had iron-poor blood.
This has all of Geritol's high-potency iron protection.
So what is it?
It's new. It's
New Geritol Complete.
for Geritol Complete Protection.
My mom always told me, Christie, if you want your hair full of body, try Prell. But I didn't listen. I had to try tons of shampoos. And guess what? My mom was right. When it comes to leaving my hair full of body, nobody beats Prell. Prell's got bodybuilders to leave my hair clean and in great shape. Look, that's body. Prell does so much more than get my hair clean. It's the bodybuilder. Mom knows best.
You push yourself as hard as you can to do what's best for your body. And the more you push, the more you sweat. You need the best deodorant soap you can get.
Give your body the best with Safeguard.
I've used other deodorant soaps, and none of them are as good as Safeguard. Only fresh-smelling Safeguard has a combination of rich, thick lather and unbeatable deodorant soap protection.
Give your body the best, give it Safeguard.
I'm Henry Block with another form of tax relief, Alka-Seltzer.
The club dues may be a deduction, but not the golf balls. Child care may be tax deductible, you know.
For acid indigestion with a headache, send Alka-Seltzer to the rescue.
I couldn't have done it without you.
I couldn't have done it without Alka-Seltzer.
Win a lifetime of tax relief. Enter the Alka-Seltzer H&R Block sweepstakes at participating stores.
Wednesday, the Facts of Life.
It has a nice ring to it.
With a house full of love, laughter,
And beautiful women.
Oui, Sherry.
then an all-new Sara. Will her new romance be cut short?
I'll bet in his driver's license picture he's sitting on a pony.
But on St. Elsewhere.
Boy, would I love to take a shot at Kavanaugh.
Will Fiscus make his move and shock the hospital Wednesday?
I'm Bryant Gumbel. Next week on Today, 2 former presidents talk of arms reduction.
I'm Jane Pauley. Also, Ben Vereen, vanity of Prince's entourage and Gloria Vanderbilt.
That's next week on Today.
Say, I noticed you're drinking a Diet Coke. You must love that one-of-a-kind taste. Oh, yeah, lots of people do. Now, you take Diet Pepsi. They said they changed, but Diet Coke still beats them. In fact, in a blind taste test, more people preferred the taste of Diet Coke to Diet Pepsi. Now, to me, that says it all. This is great. You love Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke. You're blonde. I'm blonde. You can read French.
Once again, Diet Coke beats Diet Pepsi.
Say, I noticed you're drinking a Diet Coke.
This turbo crew has a plan, and they begin by digging into those 2 scoops of plump juicy raisins in Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Hooked up and in command, they're working now, but they're thinking how they love 2 scoops and golden flakes of bran. 2 scoops, they're turning back again for 2 scoops of plump juicy raisins in Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Now with even more raisins, even harder to resist.
2 scoops.
I could see it in her face.
My skin looks great.
That radiance means one thing.
It's pHisoPuff.
It's love.
pHisoPuff is the 2-texture cleansing sponge for beautiful combination skin.
She glows.
Every day, the firm white side gently rubs away dulling dead skin to uncover fresh, clean skin. The soft green side cleans all over, even sensitive areas.
Amazing what the right man can do.
Thanks, pHisoPuff.
The combination puff for beautiful combination skin.
Renault introduces 5 years or 50,000 miles. Plus, protection on required maintenance. Small car protection even better than Chrysler. 550 plus on all Renaults like the Alliance sedan. Stylish Renault Encore and 8.5, America's lowest factory financing. European technology with America's best small car protection. Only from Renault.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies continues following these messages.
Tuesday, an all-new 18 busts into Beverly Hills.
What you looking at?
The hills and hoods will never be the same.
This call is for something rich.
Tuesday.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Emery King, NBC News.
Good evening. Soviet leader Gorbachev accepted President Reagan's invitation for a summit meeting and ordered missile deployments in Europe frozen until November. Initial White House reaction was cool, as we learned from Andrea Mitchell in California with the president.
Senior officials called the Soviet offer to freeze missile deployments a public relations ploy aimed at influencing American and European public opinion. Spokesman Larry Speake said a freeze is not enough, but the administration wants real reductions in offensive missiles aimed at Europe. Right now, the administration says the Soviets have a 10-to-1 advantage over NATO nuclear forces. While the White House is pleased that the Soviet leader is now publicly accepting the president's summit invitation, officials here say the moratorium offer is not new, and it proves that the Soviets are not ready yet to make serious proposals in Geneva. Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, with the president in California.
South Africa's major anti-apartheid group said today it will step up civil disobedience protests. It also vowed mass demonstrations against a visiting New Zealand rugby team. Israel is reportedly leaning toward accepting a U.S. invitation to join in research on President Reagan's controversial Star Wars program. 2 former chief White House economists said today they oppose measures pending in Congress that would force Japan to open its markets to more U.S. products. Tomorrow, Klaus von Bülow gets a second trial on a charge of attempting to murder his millionaire wife. The first one ended with a guilty verdict. Americans marked Easter Sunday today. In New York, the traditional stroll down Fifth Avenue in the finest of Easter finery. I'm Emery King in Washington. More news later on this NBC station.
April 15th is the deadline to open your custom IRA, so selected Great Western branches will be open 7 a.m. to 9 at night. They open early and close late.
I guess he'd rather be in Colorado. He'd rather spend his time out where the sky looks like a pearl after a rain.
Maybe it's time you had a little Colorado. Colorado Tourism invites you to call Frontier Airlines and make it happen.
I guess he'd rather be in Colorado.
Open Denny's menu. You'll find something unexpected.
Oh.
Like chicken cacciatore.
No.
Sure, and steak Dijon. Fact is, all 6 of our new dinners are surprising. Come, see for yourself.
Are you sure we're at Denny's?
Denny's, where you'll like our prices and you'll be surprised by our new dinners. Try one and get dessert free.
Doug Kriegel's Tax Tips. News 4 LA at 6 Monday.
We continue with Florence Nightingale, starring Jacqueline Smith, Timothy Dalton, Claire Bloom, and Jeremy Brett.
In all of the great outdoors, there's beauty to hold forever. Forever in stamps, thrilling creatures great and small. Forever in stamps, let's keep our friends wild and free. Save the wonder for all to see. Forever in stamps.
Hey, Dad, our own animal kingdom.
Come to the post office and discover stamp collecting with the Duck Decoys Block of 4.
Millions of people visit the great American home of Betsy Ross. That means millions of fingers and lots of fingerprints. But keeping it looking beautiful is easy with Easy Living from Sears. A paint so beautiful and durable, it's become America's bestseller. Sears Easy Living. For great American homes like yours.
There's more for your life.
Sorry, Mom.
At Sears.
To lose weight, you have to control your appetite, and nothing works harder than extra-strength Dexatrim.
Dexatrim curbed my appetite all day. I wasn't hungry, and I lost weight.
The extra-strength Dexatrim diet plan. You can't buy a stronger appetite control capsule without prescription. Dexatrim helps you eat less all day and lose weight.
With Dexatrim, I didn't snack in the afternoon or evening, and I lost weight.
Extra-strength Dexatrim. No appetite control capsule works harder to help you lose weight.
Ooh, sure is stormy. Good day to do the laundry. With me. New Snuggle Fabric Softener. Snuggly softness that's really less expensive. Clothes feel so soft. Towels feel fluffy. Everything smells snuggly, fresh as can be. And your whole wash is static-free. Love softness? Then you'll love me.
New Snuggle Fabric Softener. Snuggly softness that's really less expensive.
Before the world called him hero. Before the U.S. made him an honorary citizen. This man disappeared. You've probably never heard of him, but after you see his amazing real-life story, you'll never forget him. He will leave his world of wealth for a mission no one else will dare to accomplish.
It's a massive rescue operation. Get off the train at once!
A mission to stop the Nazis and a crime of the century.
You will hang for this!
His strongest ally will be the woman he loves.
And if I take one step toward you, I will forget why I came here in the first place.
He will risk his life to outwit Hitler's assassins. He will lead 100,000 people to freedom.
I want that true lover dead before the day ends.
Based on the incredible true story, Richard Chamberlain in his greatest role. Beginning tomorrow, the NBC world premiere miniseries, Wallenberg, A Hero's Story.
It's called Grand Am.
Grand Am.
It's a true driver's coupe, and it's all new.
Grand Am.
But better than that, it's from Pontiac.
Grand Am.
And you know what that means.
We build excitement.
Kellogg
Kellogg's Product 19 cereal. More vitamin nutrition than any other cereal. But you'd never guess because Product 19 vitamins are flaky, bumpy, crispy, crunchy, and taste oh so good. Product 19 goodness comes from corn, oats, wheat, and rice. Delicious Kellogg's Product 19 cereal. Flaky, bumpy, crispy, crunchy. Tasty vitamin.
Softly she moves, graceful and free, and she's so beautiful to me.
For all the beautiful things your body says about you, give it the natural calcium in dairy foods. 2 glasses of milk and an ounce of cheese give an adult a full day's calcium and so much more. Dairy foods, calcium the way nature intended.
It begins. A new change in hair coloring that goes beyond beautiful color. Now when you use new performing preference, your hair is better conditioned than if you didn't. Now your hair is noticeably softer, silkier, healthier looking than you ever thought it could be. It begins with new performing preference. And I'm worth it.
New performing preference from L'Oreal.
NBC Sunday Night at the Movies continues following these messages.
Wednesday on Highway to Heaven.
Peter the fisherman from Galilee.
A higher-up hands Michael Landon his toughest assignment. Will it destroy his friendship with Mark?
I don't know.
Wednesday.
This is the News 4 LA update. Here is Bill Lagatuta.
Good evening. Coming up on News 4 LA tonight at 11, the search is on tonight for a missing 2-year-old girl who disappeared in the Hollywood area tonight. We'll have late details. We'll also have word on the minor earthquake that was felt on the west side this evening. In Orange County, there's a mysterious green chemical that's threatening wildlife in Newport Bay. We'll look into that. We'll take you to the Easter church service where everybody wore hard hats today, and Fred Rogan goes crazy over the start of baseball season. It's all coming up on News 4 LA tonight at 11 o'clock.
Life should be 1 part style and 2 parts sun. Life should be 1 part Seagram's, 2 parts fun.
Our switchboard is closed, but you can leave a message at the tone.
Hi, this is Casey. We made the San Diego deal. First order 10,000 pieces. That's the good news. The bad news is they want a couple of days with the contract, so I have to stay in California through Thursday.
I had to go to California. I had to. Business, you know. But I was glad to. I was glad to go.
Charlie, please pull together the Johnson file. And Mary, change the staff meeting to Friday.
I had to go to California. I had to. Business, you know.
Sorry I can't be there, but that's the way it goes.
Another day, another California.
Call for a free pocket guide to all the Californias.
The time has come for Strictly Business, tonight, 11:45.
We continue with Florence Nightingale, starring Jacqueline Smith, Timothy Dalton, Claire Bloom, and Jeremy Brett.
One sees a cut under my Band-Aid bandage. Mommy said keep it covered and be all better faster. Want to see it? Hey, where'd my cut go?
Johnson & Johnson has proven that cuts kept covered with Band-Aid brand heal faster than uncovered cuts, up to twice as fast.
It was here. Honest, I mean it.
Keep cuts covered with Band-Aid brand and they'll heal up to twice as fast from Johnson & Johnson.
I have 4 wonderful grandchildren and a hobby I love. I make stained glass windows. So the last thing I want is for aches and pains to get in the way. That's why I take Tylenol. I was first given Tylenol in the hospital after I hurt my back, and it really worked. Then I learned that Tylenol is the pain reliever hospitals use most, more than aspirin or any other type of pain reliever. Well, if hospitals use Tylenol, I'm sure I can trust it for my aches and pains.
Trust Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
And while they slept, it arrived in every last nook and cranny.
100% NutraSweet brand sweetener. No secret. Look for soft drinks with this 100% NutraSweet symbol. Why some things taste better than others.
Yeah, I'd like a hamburger. As you speak. You already made it? We already made it. When? What time is it? 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock? We made your hamburger 11 o'clock. So if I want a hamburger made fresh, I gotta come at 11 o'clock? Our 11 o'clock hamburger, we made at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock?
It's like 10, 11, 12, or vice versa.
So I gotta come at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock hamburger, we made at 9 o'clock. I gotta be here for lunch at 9 o'clock? Look at it this way, you beat the new time crowds.
At Wendy's, your hamburger is always made fresh the moment you order and not a second sooner. The others can't promise that.
What makes a champion? Not only performance, but consummate style. Witness the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme for 1985. Cutlass Supreme is the most popular car of the 80s. Its style, its grace, its artistry say champion. And you feel it in every move.